So, welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday, the hump day, November 29th, 2023. I'm your host, Joe, from the Buckeye Cast. These shows are kind of weird since the Buckeyes are kind of in a holding pattern this week. We don't have any coaches interviews, no players. So, we're just kind of waiting to see how these games turn out Friday and Saturday. So, but you can always go to thebuckeyecast.com and get your friends and family some Buckeye gear and support the show. So I appreciate every one of you, podcast listeners, YouTubers, all of you. Thank you for consuming the content as always. And look for me on the social medias. I'm out there, especially on X. When you used to be able to say, so on X, man, sound like you're doing drugs. Now it just means you're a loser on Twitter. Anyway, let's get into it. So today we're talking about players, Buckeyes specifically, that have some NFL decisions to make. I'm sure that they are spending this week thinking about it. If we end up not in the playoffs, then this team is going to look very different on January 1st. You're probably going to have about 10, 12 people sitting out. All right. So we'll see who's decided to go, who's staying, all that. But all right, let's kick it off. We're going to kind of go from top to bottom, in draft order. I'm using the Mel Kiper big board. Say what you want about him, but he's been doing it for decades. And then I'm also using the PFF 2024 draft big board. So what they do is they take the last 3 years of a player's career in college, their PFF grades, and factor that in with position rankings and mostly player grades and their position rankings and where they kind of slot them in the draft. So let's get into it. I'll give you a little breakdown of what NFL scouts are saying about each guy, and I'll give you my opinion where I think if they're going or not. So we're not going to talk about Mayan Williams and Lathan Ransom because they're out with injuries. So we'll just stick with I'll see where Lathan and Mayan are penciled in, but I know Mayan is probably not even. He might be an undrafted free agent type. But Latham is ranked, I believe, in one of these. So we'll go by positions and stuff like that. So first off, Mr. All-World, Marvin Harrison Jr., obviously, he's in both PFF and Mel Kiper, number 2 overall in the draft. So not a surprise there. I don't agree with Caleb Williams, number 1, but that's a different show. So no questions there, right? I mean, we really can't complain about him. But next up would be JT Tuimoloau, edge rusher. So what scouts are saying is he doesn't win with pure edge speed. He has power in his hands, and the way he mixes up his attack is how he keeps blockers off, unstable and off, their duties. Scouts like his pass rush process and better results are what can get him in the top 25. As of right now, he is in Mel Kiper's big board. One sec. Oh, shit. 1 second. He is the number 1 defensive end, according to Mel Kiper. But he's not going in the first round, according to Mel Kiper. So he doesn't have JT in the top 25 overall. So PFF has him ranked. Sorry, this is going to take a minute every time I go to a position group. PFF has him ranked 2, 4, 6 overall edge rusher. So let's go to Emeka. Emeka is another first rounder. the season didn't go well for Emeka. He missed 3 games with injuries. Didn't look great in some of the games after he came back. He's still slated to be in the top 20. So we got, they got him ranked at the 6th overall wide receiver. And let's see, they got him at pick number 22. Then you got Denzel Burke, another guy that missed time with injury. He can be handsy downfield, but he has become a more consistent run defender, which is important, obviously, in the NFL. He has the athleticism and coverage skills that NFL teams covet. He did miss 2 games, but still had 9 PBUs. And I believe that led the team. See where Burke is. And Mel Kiper's big board, he has Burke as the number 5 corner overall. And PFF has him ranked 58th overall, 10th ranked corner. Let's talk D tackles. Tyleik Williams really made himself some money this year. He's been effective stopping the run and pushing the pocket on pass rush. Leads Buckeyes with 10 TFLs. He has good block recognition, gap integrity, and all the physical traits to pursue the ball and translates well to the NFL. So Mel Kiper has him at number 4 overall in the D tackle position group. And then PFF has him number 157 overall and the 20th defender. Michael Hall is actually ahead of him overall, according to PFF anyways. Let's talk Travion Henderson, running back. Again, durability a concern there. Otherwise, he could have been the first running back in the draft class. But he still has a chance to be the first back drafted because of his agility, balance, and home run hitting ability. He averaged 6.7 yards per carry this year. So Mel Kiper has him number 4 at the running back position. And PFF has him clear 112 overall. So it's that 3rd, 4th round, something like that. Jack Sawyer, another edge, had his best game of the season against Minnesota with 3.5 TFLs, a sack, and a forced fumble. He played his best football of his Ohio State career over the second half of the year. He's a dependable starter and a valuable depth piece. Mel Kiper has him at not in the top 10. Does not have Jack in the top 10 defensive ends. Let's see where PFF has him. Edge. They got him 85th player overall in PFF. So not exactly jiving those 2 rankings there. Tommy Eichenberg, linebacker. Not a great linebacker in coverage, but he has outstanding key read flow skills when defending the run. His feel for the game and his football intelligence give him a good chance to earn an NFL starting job next year, though. Mel Kiper has him number 6 off-ball linebacker. And PFF has him number 219. Wait, no, that's Steele. 121. Tommy Eichenberg's number 121 overall, so mid-round pick. And Steele was 219. Cade Stover, the tight end, not a great blocker, especially in the run game, and he's not a super athletic guy like a Brock Bowers, but he's solid. He's one of those consistently solid guys, does need to be better at run blocking. His grades are not great this year. But he does have the ability to catch, make good catches in traffic, contested catches. 70% of his receptions resulted in a first down or a touchdown. So Cade is definitely probably maxed out, but Kiper doesn't have him in the top 10 of tight ends. And PFF has him number 163 overall. So again, another middle rounder. Michael Hall, we touched on earlier, but he's produced some highlights, shooting gaps, getting off blocks, but his lack of size shows up against the run. He's excellent against the pass, but his size, he's kind of small. He's not in the top 10 of Mel Kiper's interior defenders. He is 113 overall in PFF. Donovan Jackson, the guard, he's got good range and movement. He was the 5-star recruit, has all the tools to be an NFL starter, but has to be more consistent. I think he has to come back. I think the other guys are gone for the most part. But I think Donovan Jackson has to come back and, again, work on that consistency. Mel Kiper has him number 8 overall. Number 8 in the guard position. And PFF has him ranked at 139 overall. So, again, middle round grade probably coming for Donovan. Josh Proctor, he's definitely gone, but I wanted to touch on him because I wanted to see where he kind of came out in the NFL stuff. Scouts like him. Injuries obviously hurt his career, but he played well as a 6-year senior, put his name back into the draftable players. Teams love his physical attributes, 6'2", 205, and a 78.5-inch wingspan. Plus he has speed. So he's not going to be high ranked in any of these boards or anything. So just wanted to talk about him for a sec. Hopefully he can get on with the team. Steel Chambers, we mentioned, obviously came in as a running back to Ohio State. That didn't work out. Moved to linebacker. Got a little bit better each year. His physicality and pursuit speed give him a fighting chance in the NFL. But again, he's not highly rated, and he's not going to be in any of the Mel Kiper top 10s or the highly rated in the big board. Julian Fleming's an interesting one. He does have another year of eligibility, another former 5-star. Scouts say he's missing an explosive element in his route running, but has consistently played through injuries, and he's had lots of them, right? And he's been available as a receiver who's willing to do the dirty work. We see him in his perimeter blocking, downfield blocking, and things like that. But again, he's another one of those guys that is not going to be in the top 10s at his position. I want to check his PFF ranking for receivers. Yeah, he's not on page 1. He's ranked 205 overall, so pretty low, pretty far down the totem pole there. So I think we covered everybody there. So I think most of these guys are gone, especially the defensive players. Jack might be the only one that comes back, but Tyleek, Mike Hall, I think those guys want to go get paid. Tommy Eichenberg, obviously gone. Denzel Burke, gone. Lathan Ransom, number 8th ranked safety on Mel Kiper's big board, even with the injury that put him out for the year. So, but he's definitely gone. I think Donovan Jackson, Jack Sawyer, those are your two that probably need to come back. just off the top there, But that's all I got for you today. We'll be talking coaching grades tomorrow, all right? Talk to you later. Go Bucks.